Deep breath here. We are in day 5 right now of Atlanta's water crisis following multiple water main breaks.
A lot of work yet to do. Today we are expecting additional help from a team of Army Corps engineers hoping to help with a long-term fix. Take a look at the areas still under a boil water advisory at this hour. It includes the neighborhoods of Castleberry Hill, Old 4th Ward, Ponce Highland, Reynoldstown, and East Lake. There are also parts of downtown. Spelman College is also part of that area you still see in red.
11 Alive's Ariana Maniz has been live for us in Midtown all morning as City Council gets some extra help today. We are expecting those updates from city leaders. Ariana, what do we know right now?
Well, Aisha, Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens, he is calling in backup to help assess the water situation throughout the city. This comes as crews here on 11th and West Peachtree. They are working around the clock, and residents are still waiting for their water service to return back to normal. Water main repairs are progressing at West Peachtree and 11th Street. Crews work through the night and into the morning to restore water service to residents in the area that are still without running water and others who are under a boil water advisory. Early Tuesday morning, the damaged pipe that caused the water main break was removed and replaced with a new 30-inch pipe. The city shared these photos showing the rusty old pipe and the replacement. The remaining steps include completing the installation, making 2 taps, and pressurizing the line according to the city. An exact timeline of when water will be restored to normal service is unclear. In the meantime, the Army Corps of Engineers are expected to be in the city starting Tuesday to help assess the city's water system.
I have the most actual experience in these type of crises that we are in with crumbling and aging infrastructure.
Mayor Dickens announced their arrival during a city council meeting on Monday. Meanwhile, the boil water advisory was lifted for residents who were impacted by the break at Joseph E. Boone Boulevard and James E. Brawley Drive. Areas of Midtown near the 11th and West Peachtree streets and neighborhoods in East Atlanta are still under an advisory.
We can't take a bath. And then I definitely don't want to put it in my mouth. So this right here will be going in my mouth for brushing teeth.
But as work progresses, residents remain restless with the current water situation and left to find alternatives to live life without running or clean water.
I got a 2-year-old and I got a 9-month-old, and I have to bathe them with this water here, so I'm glad of that.
Now the Department of Watershed and Management says they will follow their flushing protocols for the system as a precaution once installations are done for all the pipes here on 11th and West Peachtree Street. They say that the Georgia Department of Environmental Protection Division will then advise them on when to lift the boil water advisory for this area. Reporting live from Atlanta, I'm Ariana Maniz for 11 Alive. Back to you.
All right, a long, challenging process, Ariana. Business owners and their employees are also experiencing losses. Many businesses didn't just have to shut down and lose money because of it. They're also dealing with water damage. On Monday, restoration trucks lined the streets where dozens of businesses were forced to close. Among them, Big Dave's Cheesesteaks, where instead of helping customers, staff worried about missing a paycheck. Some helped clean up damage caused when water started spewing through the ceiling and walls.
Every single business owner that I have spoken to has said the same thing, that they've lost out on tens of thousands of dollars.
If we all don't win together, we all gonna lose as one, the same way we're winning. So I suggest that we stick together and get through this.
All right, so right now, small business advocates are asking the Atlanta City Council to put together a $5 million relief fund for lost wages, revenue, and for repair costs. There's no word yet on whether that will be approved.
It's a bad situation all the way around, but at this time, business owners and people in our community say they just wish the city had communicated about the breaks a little bit sooner. So we took a look at the timeline of events. Here's how it stacks up. It all started with the break in Vine City Friday morning around 8 a.m. The first boil order and disruption to service notification that came out around 2:30 that same afternoon. The Department of Watershed Management told people that the water would be turned off at 5 p.m. The former senior public relations manager says it was too little, too late.
Rule number 1, crisis communication. As soon as you know it's a crisis, you have an obligation to let the people who will be affected know. I would say that the city should have notified people sooner, and there should have been more frequent updates.
Saturday, more than 24 hours after the first break, Mayor Andre Dickens addressed the community and did apologize for the lack of communication. So we also confirmed Mayor Dickens was actually in Memphis, Tennessee on Friday, but he came back to Atlanta the following day when he learned just how severe the breaks were.
If you need water information about the boil water advisories, maybe you just need a list of all the stations giving out free water today, we'll send you a link with all the information. Just text the word water to 404-885-7600.
So following the crisis here in Metro Atlanta this morning, DeKalb County CEO Michael Thurmond addressed DeKalb's own needs for improving its water systems. 11 Alive's Beth Yates is here in studio with us for more from today's address.
Well, Aisha, DeKalb County CEO Michael Thurmond says this is not a reactive solution. He says this is just solely coincidence that this morning their commission is actually addressing the need to fix their water infrastructure concerns. And that all happened today.
One of the main reasons we got into the shape we were in is that people who preceded me and commissioners and others decided to leave it to the next group.
DeKalb County CEO Michael Thurmond says fixing their aging water system is the biggest challenge facing the county right now. And he adds the concern is not in response to the city of Atlanta's massive water main break that left people without service for 5 straight days.
This is not a reaction to a crisis in a neighboring jurisdiction. This is a continuation of a commitment that we made some 7.5 years ago.
During Tuesday's commission meeting, the outgoing CEO made it known that he will be asking residents to support a rate increase to help fund a plan to replace all 1,700 miles of aging pipe, an expense that could cost an estimated $4.4 billion. And while commissioners haven't seen the full plan just yet, they appear to support it.
Making sure that our residents have access to clean, potable water, simply for their families, let alone for the commercial, let alone for the jobs that go with it. It's highly important for the future of the county. So thank you very much for that.
Now, Thurmond told the county commissioners that they will have the actual plan in hand within the next 7 days and a potential estimated amount for that rate increase. Now, of course, once we get it, we'll bring it to you and follow that story as it progresses. Sending it back to you, Aisha.
Well, Beth, thank you. Right.